So first let's give it a title. Second period. And we're going to go ahead and start on cell B2 and drag across to J3. Once you highlight that, go ahead and merge and center. And we're going to title this monthly budget. And let's go ahead and give this a nice saber cat blue and white and increase the font size to a 26. Okay, so right here in cell C5, let's go ahead and get started with the first and foremost, the most important thing, which is the house payment. Okay, so if it's an apartment, it's probably house payment. You're looking at about. Okay, so then you have home insurance, and by law you have to have homeowners insurance, so that you're looking at about $200 a month. And then you have property taxes. You're looking at about $300 a month, roughly. Maybe let's go ahead and put $250. Okay, so things that you need to think about. You know, I have a friend who wanted a swimming pool. They got one, and then they didn't really even take into account how much it would be to maintenance the swimming pool. So, all right, this is just an example. You can just go ahead and copy the items that I have here. So pool, maintenance, and if you buy the chemicals and do it yourself, you're looking at about $65 a month. If you hire somebody, it'll be more expensive. And you also have to think about lawn care. All right, lawn care. So with the lawn care, if you hire somebody to do your yard, you're looking at anywhere from $30 to $60 a month. And so let's go ahead and put it here at the low end, $30 a month. And you have also transportation, so car payment. Okay, about an average car payment right now, if you're looking at a new car, it's going to be somewhere in the range of $325 to $550. But we'll go ahead and go on the low end here, and then we have car insurance. And with the insurance, you're going to be looking at about $75 a month. And then for the car, we need gas. So gas, you're looking at somewhere from around, if it's a really small car, maybe about $100 a month. If it's a bigger vehicle, you're looking at about somewhere close to $300. So we'll go ahead and say $200 for gas. And then if you have a pet, you need things like pet food, etc. Could be pet food, medication, shots, new toy, whatever it is. You're looking at about $50 a month. Some people spend a lot more than that. So we also need electricity. And for the electricity, you're looking at about $175 a month based on a home this size that we're kind of basing this on. I mean, with this kind of money, you're looking at a very nice home, I would think. All right, and then we have water bill. I'm not like a real estate expert or anything, but I think you'd get a pretty good home for that. Water bill. All right, it's probably going to be somewhere around $80 a month. Depending on what city you're in, that also makes a difference. And maybe you have a little brother or sister who is in daycare, and on the super cheap end, from the last time I ever looked this up, $600 is about, maybe there's cheaper, I'm not sure, but from what I looked up, $600 is a pretty good price. So now we need to add everything up, but before we do that, let's go ahead and highlight our column here. We can even highlight the whole column by clicking on the letter E, and come here to the dollar sign, and we want United States dollar. You can do a euro, Chinese yen, things like that, but we'll do the dollar. And then now we have this nice formatting, so let's go ahead and add it up. Rather than adding everything up one by one, we can just highlight it and come up here to auto sum and click on sum. If you see the hashtags show up, just know that you need to make your column width a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is our total. All right, we're looking at $2,950 for all that. So let's go ahead and bold that. And right above the total here, let's go to borders and do a bottom double border. All right, that's going to make it look real nice and professional there. So, but it doesn't stop there. The new thing that everybody has and pretty much nowadays are subscriptions. What are those? Things like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Amazon Prime, and I forgot what the other ones were, but that's pretty good amount. So for Netflix, you're looking at around $12 a month. This is based on some quick research we did in class. Might not be 100% accurate, but and then Amazon Prime I think was somewhere around, let's say, $12.50. All right. So once we have that, we want to add those up. So let's highlight it and go to auto sum and go to sum. And this is our total again. And let's bold it. And we're going to go with a double border for the bottom. That one is this one right here, the one that says bottom double border. So you need to highlight the cell above it, above the total, to get those lines there. Okay, now savings. We want to save money, right? Savings. We're I think $100 to, that's a nice little something. So let's bold that. And now we want to figure out how much our total monthly expenses are. What are our total monthly expenses? So to do that, we need to add this one, and this one. And to do that, we're going to use a formula. So first thing you're going to do is click the equals sign, which is next to the backspace on the keyboard. And we'll go Shift 9, which is going to give us an open parentheses. And you can tell you did it right if it looks like a sad face. Once you have that, we want to add cell E17 plus E24 plus E26. So we can go ahead and type out E17. And once I do that, you'll see it highlights the cell. Plus, you need to find the plus sign on your keyboard. Plus cell E24, plus cell E26. Close your parentheses. It's going to be Shift 0 and hit enter. All right, and that gives us our total, $3,096.50. So we can bold that, and I'm going to put a square around it, a thick outside border. All right, so let me zoom out here so we can see what it looks like so far. Okay, it's looking good. Let me zoom back in. And now we're going to look at our monthly income. And I looked this up on Google. The average monthly income for Hidalgo County is around $19,000 per year. All right, and we want to know what our monthly income is. Okay, so if you make $19,000 a year, all you need to do is open your calculator and take 19,000 divided by 12 months in a year. So you're looking at making around $1,583. $1,583 is not enough to afford this. So I also looked up what is the average wage for someone with a college degree, and that came up on Google with $50,000 a year. And I'd say that's pretty fair. Of course, depending on your degree, but that's pretty accurate. Around 50,000 with a college degree is what you can seem, I think is a going rate right now in 2021. So if we take our calculator and we take 50,000 and divide that by 12 months, we're looking at a total of, and I'll write it right here, $4,166.67. Now, of course, we have taxes and things like that, but depending on however much you make, you can put your total here. But for the sake of this, we're not going to get into all that, and we'll just bold this and give it a dollar symbol. Again, if you have hashtags and it doesn't fit, you need to make it wider. And let's go ahead and delete all this. We can even do this. Yearly income. And we can say $50,000. Click on it and make it the dollars. Let's bold it. Okay. And now we want to know how much money we have left over. Okay, so to do that, we need to take our monthly income and subtract our total monthly expenses. Okay, so let's click on our cell where we want the total to end up, and we're going to do our equals, shift 9, which will give us our open parentheses, and that'll give us our sad face. And you don't even have to type in the I-10 minus E30. You could just click on them. So now that you have your sad face, you could just click on this cell minus this cell, close parentheses, shift 0, and hit enter. And now we have $1,070.17 at the end of every month to buy things like food, clothing, shoes, toothpaste, go to the movies, whatever it is. All right, so, and all this is all programmed now. So let's say Netflix goes up to $15 a month. We can type that in and you'll see these numbers change after I click off of it. There you go. So it's all working here. If you ever stop making your car payment because you finished paying it off, you can put a 0 there and everything will change up. And then you can kind of more or less see how much money you can afford every month. Okay, that's the monthly budget. Go ahead and share it with me in the Google Classroom, the link.